These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. He's 59. Mike to 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Garoppolo on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Williams looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 25 yards that time. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given away just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting, back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Garoppolo now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
11.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Here we go. 180.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down.
Watch tight end.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man is Michael Thomas. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming. oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Andrews on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying some.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
To throw is Garoppolo. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Seibert able to knock this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go, G.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180! White. Bravo! Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Garoppolo now. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 11-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamal Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
Here we go.
Now Bell. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let him know.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 21. Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. 180. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Slants.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.